So today I'm going to do part 4 of my toxic relationship story time, and as I say at the beginning of all of these videos, I am changing everybody's name. Like, I'm not using real names or anything like that. So yeah, let's get started. So I left part 3 on a bit of a cliffhanger. It was literally after the car crash and then I ended it. After the car crash, things were going really well, and I look naked, like I do have clothes on, like I promise. It's just my hair, it's everywhere. Things were going really well after this crash. I think it had scared Thomas to the point where he was like, I need to sort myself out. And he did. He went to the doctors, he got put back on his antidepressants, and things were going really, really well. Now, if you remember, this crash happened in May. In September the same year, he was summoned to court because obviously that car crash was his fault and he needed to be punished for that. So he had a fine to pay and he lost his licence for 6 months, which he took really, really hard. And I get it, it's annoying when you lose your licence, but he broke the law, so he deserved it. Things were not good at all. Like, all the anger that he kept in over the last few months, that was all out. He was horrible to be around, so I went back up north to go and be with my mum. I didn't know if I'd ever go back down south. I didn't know what I was doing, I just knew I needed to get away. And I was up with my mum for 2 weeks up north. And in that 2 weeks, Thomas realised that I was serious. If he didn't sort himself out, I would leave him. So he did, he sorted himself out yet again. And I went back to him. And we had a good period from September to December. Well, I got back from my mum's in October. So we had a good period from October to December. That was it. In December, it was the day after my birthday, so we'd had a few drinks on the night of my birthday because that's what you do on birthdays. You have a couple of Prosecco's, it's fine. And he slept in for work the next morning, which is totally understandable. We'd had a few drinks, like, it's fine. So I'd woke him up. He wasn't very late, it was like half an hour late. I woke him up, I was like, hey, you've slept in, you better get yourself off to work. Now, if you remember, Thomas works for his uncle and we were living with his auntie and uncle. It's his uncle's garage and it's really good he got that job, like, good. It was good pay, everything like that. And a few days ago, his uncle had said to him, look, it's the last week before Christmas, so do not take any time off. It's going to be busy. You're going to have 2 weeks off at Christmas. This week is important. And although Thomas had a few holidays left, he had like 4 days holiday for that year, he was going to carry it over to the following year, which was really good that his uncle had allowed him to do that. And he was like, yeah, that's fine, I won't take time off. However, when he woke up that morning, he didn't want to go in. He went, I'm entitled to time off, I'll do what I want. And he was vile to us all. He was so angry and nasty to all of us, and I'd had enough. I wasn't happy anymore, I wasn't in love with him anymore. And the next couple of days after that were vile. I wasn't sleeping in the same room anymore. I just couldn't be near him. He was nasty, nasty to all of us. And the day that he left me, like, I'd ended the relationship, but we were still living down south. But I think it was about the 18th of December, so 2 days after my birthday, he tried to win me back. He was crying and saying that he can't live without me, and when I wouldn't take him back, he lost it. He was shouting in my face, he was shouting in his auntie's face. He was very, very aggressive, very nasty. I was crying, like, I was terrified, shaking. I nearly vomited because I was so anxious. And me and his auntie just sat in the car outside while his uncle came home from work. We were told to go off and drive somewhere, and when we come back, Thomas had left. He'd gone back up to his mum's up north and he never came back, which I was glad about. I'm not gonna lie, I was glad about. I needed to be on my own. I wasn't in love with him anymore. So following on from that, I went back up to my mum's for Christmas and I didn't come back down south to live. His family down south are absolutely incredible, and I've been down there a few times on my own for a holiday because they are lovely people and they have been so supportive of me. Like, they don't have to, like, they're no relation to me, but you'd think they were. They have been absolutely incredible and they are my second family. So that is how it ended. This video was very, very rambly. It was like word vomit basically. I hope it made sense. So that's what happened. That's how it ended. And I couldn't be happier. So yeah, I'm gonna go now, and part 5 will be coming next week, and it's where I'm just gonna tie up all the ends and the aftermath basically. And yeah, I'm gonna go now. See you next time.